Scott Sloan, Global Ag and LSW Product Manager for Titan Tires, standing out here in the middle of Havre, Montana, in front of the world's largest ag tractor, and now its little cousin, the 440.
We're the Williams brothers, Robert and Randy, and this is my son Gabe.
A few years back, we put the LSWs on the big tractor, got out here and did some experimenting with it, and we just fell in love with those tires. They seem to ride and pull better than the ones we had on the big tractor, which led us to putting the newer set of thousands on our other tractor, our 440.
So what we did is we showed up, got the crew going. We ended up having to pull the inside duals off, mount the new inners, and then the outside dual. We went from 30.5 32 bias, which they had calcium filled, to add a little bit more, put a little more power to the ground. We swapped them out to the LSW 1045 R32, which is a radial tire. Typically, these are the tires that you'll see on your three-wheel spreaders, like your Tarrigators or those types of equipment for a lot of flotation. And the thought on this whole project with talking with Randy and Robert, was they wanted to basically drop the stance and make it wider, just like we did on 747 with the 1400s. And I think we pretty much hit a home run on this one.
The size of the equipment that we're going to use is an 86-foot contoured Morris drill with a seed hog tank. Calculating everything out with the fertilizer and wheat, the weight just in the cart alone will probably be more weight than what's in the tractor's total weight. One thing I noticed, just getting out here in the field with it being damp and wet like it is, there's way more flotation, especially in those wet spots that we went into. I was really surprised how much it didn't sink into the ground at all.
Yeah.
And usually you get the mud buildup and stuff because of the weight and everything, and I didn't see any of that.
They really compete with the track tractors. When you start replacing all those rollers and all the maintenance it takes to keep that going, it's a lot of money and a lot of time. The fact that the tires were made in the U.S. and of course the tractor was built right here in Montana. It's got a Detroit engine made in the U.S. It's got differentials made in the U.S. The transmissions made in the U.S. So when you guys came along and coupled that with your tires made in the U.S., I mean, we're pretty patriotic about all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.